people also can change their way to comment. Do you think that they can benefit from software like the one you are working on?
Yeah, well, we sure hope so. I think that I mean, one of the things that I said in the panel is that I think comments are sometimes food, and I think that's true. That comments are it's not a one size fits all solution, and comments as they're structured. I think that interaction is really good, and I think that we can think of different ways to interact with audiences that aren't a form at the bottom of a page. And so some of those things can be asking questions. We as journalists are good at that. It can be asking using a poll. It could be using a more interactive chat, but there are so many different ways that you can go about interacting with your audience, and so many different ways that you can deliver those interactions, and highlight the best of what you get, and give users a real reason for contributing and for contributing thoughtfully.
You described the trolls like a sort of monsters. Do you remember a troll that scared you, that caught your attention in particular?
Oh gosh, well, one of the things actually that we did, that I did right after we announced the Coral project, was I went on to our site, onto the Washington Post, and wrote a blog post about it, and asked our users, what they wanted to see out of something like the Coral project. What did they want the Washington Post's interactive spaces to look like? And I got so many really good, really thoughtful, really interesting responses that I actually wound up turning them into. I wrote a bunch of them down and ended up turning them into something that I shared with my colleagues on the Coral project. But anyone who, so that's kind of the best of what we get. But anyone who's worked with commenting for any stretch of time has run into some trolls. They've tried to troll me before. I think that at the core though, they're people who are looking for attention, and so if you deny them that, if you instead give the attention to the people who are contributing thoughtfully, then you can wind up with a much better conversation and you can take away their power.